Gaspari. I'm here in Edison, New Jersey at the Apollon Gym. This is actually the gym that I first started training at when I was 15 years old. And I got to tell you, when you train in this gym, it's like Eye of the Tiger. It brings back memories. It's a really hardcore gym. I got Mark Alvisi here, national level competitor, who came 4th in the USA's, and a couple months later made tremendous gains, still dieting, to come 2nd at the nationals. So I'm bringing Mark here basically to learn a little bit about your training. I want to give some of my tips to you to help you out for 2009 as well, and to make some great gains so that, you know, in 2009 we're going to annihilate the national level.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here, and I really want to thank you for the opportunity to bring me up here. I'm from Florida, so you know, when I got on the plane, it was palm trees and sunshine, and I got off, and it's snowing and freezing up here. So it's a whole experience. So I'm pretty excited about it, and I definitely want to learn from you and you know, just try to really be the best bodybuilder I can in 09.
Cool. Let's get going. Let's get started.
Judgment Day.
So Mark, we got 2 days here, you know, with some really heavy training. We got all the body parts to do. We're going to start with chest, so tell me a little bit about what we're going to be doing.
Okay, well, with on chest day, I like to start with like an incline movement. I just believe that you should always build your chest up. Gravity naturally is going to bring it down, so I really like to build up my chest and start with any type of incline movement, whether it's a straight bar or if it's dumbbells. But what I like to do is I like to start with some incline dumbbell press.
Cool. I agree with you 100%. You know, Mark, I always started with inclines as well. You know, it's funny thing is a big amateur mistake is doing bench presses because it's a real ego movement. They do a lot of benches. They end up having droopy chest. When you start with that incline exercise, whether it be a dumbbell or a barbell, it definitely lifts up your chest and makes you look more balanced.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's worked well for me, and I mean, I've gotten that advice from other pros, you know, over the years, and it's just worked really well for me.
So we got incline dumbbell press. What's the next movement?
The next movement we're going to be going into is going to be the flat bench using the Smith machine.
Okay.
And I prefer to use the Smith machine simply because it's a little bit safer. You know, I want to try to avoid injury as much as possible, and a straight bar, free weight increases your chances of tearing something. So it's a little bit more stable, as well as the fact I can focus on putting more weight on the bar and just concentrate on feeling the muscle working and pressing with my pecs.
Definitely. You know, I love the Smith machine as well. Some of my training where I use the Smith machine, you can actually, you know, put stoppers on it, and if you have a weakness, say, on the way up, you can actually have it stop halfway down, so that when you're doing your chest, if you need to increase that strength in that short movement, you can actually just do benching with the Smith machine to that point, which you can't do that with a regular bar. Or you can get strength from the beginning movement using a Smith machine. So yeah, I just like you, I believe that's a great exercise to use. It's gonna prevent injuries. You're gonna be able to concentrate and really squeeze the chest the whole time that you're using a Smith machine press as opposed to doing a barbell press.
Yeah.
Where are we going after that?
After that, we're going to go back and do another incline movement. We're going to go to incline flies with some dumbbells. And that's, again, another movement where I like to hit the upper chest before I go in to do another flat movement.
So we're going to an isolation exercise. And again, I love to do the fly movements. Myself, I would do like an incline press with an incline fly, or I would do pre-exhaustion of doing the fly first and then to a press, but that's a great thing to move it around. So we got 2 basic exercises going into an isolation exercise.
Right.
Incline flies, and then after that?
And then what I want to do is drop the bench down and do a couple sets of flat bench flies.
Okay, so then we go back into working the middle chest, hit it hard.
Right.
Heavy weights, moderately heavy weights?
Well, you know, once I'm warmed up, I like to go, you know, as heavy as I can with good form.
Okay.
And I just like try to hit the muscle from a few different angles.
Okay.
And you know, I really always train for the feel, not so much for a specific target weight I'm trying to put up. I really just try to train for the feel and feel the contraction in the muscle, especially with isolation movements.
Well, that's really important. I mean, you're at a national level now, and it's not about weight, just throwing weight around. It's about building muscle, and that's why we're called bodybuilders. And you know, that's what's really important, is really feeling it. 8 to 10 reps, 6 to 8. What's your feeling?
I typically stay in the 10 to 12 rep range.
Cool.
That's usually, you know, where it's if I can do more than 12, then I need to go a little bit heavier. So I just try to stick right around.
I believe the same thing. You know, I would cycle my training as well. 6 to 8s, I would do that for a month, and then go 8, 10, and 12. You know, for another month, going back and forth with that. But that's a great thing.
And then your final movement is an isolation movement.
Okay.
And for chest, I would pick like Pec Deck, or you know, some type of cable fly, or anything that's going to give you more of an isolation. And the difference is, you pick a weight that you can get for 12 to 15 reps, and then you do 7 sets of 12 to 15 reps. I always go for 15. But you only rest for 30 seconds in between each set.
Wow, so what you're doing is basically gorging the muscle with blood and constantly just getting more and more blood into that muscle. So I guess the principle is basically getting that muscle to expand more than what it's used to being.
Well, that's the point, is you want to try to force as much blood, fluid, and nutrients that's going to be in your bloodstream into that muscle that you're training. And the good thing is, in the beginning of the workout, you can focus on compound movements and moving maximum amount of weight.
Okay.
Because obviously, to grow a lot of muscle, you've got to move a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But then finishing off with the more of a pump and pushing all that blood into the muscle, it really helps give you more of a fullness and more of a roundness. It's going to help stretch the fascia, which can restrict your muscle growth. And it's worked really well for me. And you know, I'm excited about doing it for a full year.
Hey Mark, that was a great workout. You know, my chest, I really feel good on that. I guess we're gonna have to do back later on, because we got 2 days of really hard, grueling training. We should go eat. You know, we want to keep our body in an anabolic state, get some good protein in us, some complex carbs, and get on to the next body part.
Definitely.